What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back, and today I've locked in 2 NFL picks. But that's not all. I'm going to take you through some leans that I like in today's NFL wildcard playoff matches. So buckle up, I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. So, before we get into the picks, just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos lately and subscribing. It genuinely means a lot. Much love to all of you. Alright, let's get into it. So, for the first pick, I'm heading to the Bills and Jaguars game, and I'm going with Dalton Kincaid over 39.5 receiving yards. So, for the season, the Jags are allowing the most amount of targets to tight ends and the 5th most receptions. However, they don't give up many yards per reception, but I'm definitely liking Kincaid here today. Kincaid only played 13% last week, so he's pretty much fresh, and 0% wear on him. So the Jags play zone defense at the 4th highest rate, and Kincaid averages 3.99 yards per route run. Also, not only that, for the season, Kincaid is over this line in 6 out of 12 games, averaging 47.6 receiving yards. So he's already over his line. Also, another reason why I'm liking this is because Shakir is mostly going to be heavily targeted, giving Kincaid heaps of room to move about and grab those easy catches. Kincaid of 40 plus receiving yards is play number 1. And for the second and final pick, I'm heading to the 49ers and the Eagles game. And I'm taking AJ Brown for over 67.5 receiving yards. And here is why. So for the season, he's over this line in 8 out of 15 games, averaging 66.9 receiving yards. Not only that, the 49ers allow the 7th most targets and also the 2nd most receptions. Pretty much AJ Brown is the number 1 receiver for this team, and he is unstoppable in my opinion. And a big matchup like this, he's definitely going to be fed. Jalen Hurts is also going to have plenty of time in that pocket, and that when that happens, Brown eats. Prime time AJ Brown for over 67.5 receiving yards. Not only that, the 49ers play zone defense at the 8th highest rate, and AJ Brown averages 2.06 yards per route run. So that's pretty much it for the picks that I've got. Now let's get through the leans. So going back to the Bills and Jaguars game, and I'm going with both tight ends to receive a touchdown. Pretty much they both have the most easiest matchup today. So I'm expecting both of them get heavily featured in the touchdown game. Kincaid for the season has only scored a touchdown in 4 out of 16 games. However, I can see him definitely scoring one here today. Sorry, not Shakir. Why am I even talking about Shakir? I'm talking about Dalton Kincaid. So Dalton Kincaid for the season is averaging a touchdown in 5 out of 12 games. And also Dawson Knox is only got a touchdown in 3 out of 16 games. However, I can definitely see them both being featured here today. And both at plus money, with Kincaid being at plus 260 and also Dawson Knox at plus 330. As long as one of them hits, you're pretty much going into profit. So for the next pick, I'm heading to the 49ers and Eagles game, and I'm going with, when I can get to him, Christian McCaffrey over 59.5 rushing yards. This is pretty much the perfect game for him here. The Eagles allow the 6th most rush attempts and also 11th most rushing yards for the season. He's over this line in 8 out of 17 games, averaging 70.7 rushing yards. Definitely going to be heavily featured in both the rushing game and the receiving game, but I do like his rushing game a lot more, as the Eagles allowing a lot more rushing yards this season compared to receiving yards. Also, for the season, 9 out of the last 15 similar players have gone over their rush yard line and have a difference of 12.5. So look at these numbers from recent players. Obviously, Cook didn't go over. He still had 74, and I rate McCaffrey pretty much the same as him. Guys like Rodriguez and also Merritt have went over their line pretty easily. Hampton, Vidal, and Monogai also went over very easily. And then also for the start of the season, guys like Josh Jacobs and also Jameson Williams also went over. So I can definitely see McCaffrey having a very easy game today and should definitely hit the 60-yard rush line pretty easily. And then for the final lean, heading to the quarterbacks, and I'm going with Jalen Hurts over 208.5 passing yards. So for the season, he's over this line in 7 out of 16 games, averaging 201.5 passing yards per game. Not only that, the 49ers allow the 5th most attempts and also the 5th most passing yards for the season. Hurts hasn't had an easy matchup like this in the last 3 weeks. Sorry, in the last 4 weeks, as last week he was also rested, so he should definitely have heaps more energy than he has had recently, and should definitely go over this line. Also, 9 out of the last 15 quarterbacks have gone over their line, with an average difference of 26.17 yards per game. So, definitely closer to the game, we'll be taking his over 208.5 passing yards, and also we'll be dipping into his 19.5 pass completions, which I can both see definitely being very easily achievable for this game. So that's pretty much it for today's picks and leans. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and drop your favourite player in the comments. Good luck with your bets, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Laters.